Bluffton Motor Works HydroDuty Splice Kit installation. Tools that you're going to be needing. If you're going to receive this motor, it's going to have the cover on it. Inside this, in your conduit box, you will have a stainless steel plug conduit for your conduit box, and you'll have a splice kit with instructions, plus you're going to have a connection diagram to go either high or low. These are going to be all your parts you're going to have. I'm going to show you a unit that's completely done now. When you get done with your splice kits, this is what they should look like. They shrink down. You can see the connector. This is a very important part of this. These are made, it's got a gel in it. When you shrink these down and make your connections correct, you're going to have this gel come out, ooze out, and this makes it a watertight connection. This is hooked up high. Most of the stuff I see coming back is hooked up high. We're going to go through a couple connections here. Here's your plug. Here's your instructions and splice kit. Has a complete instruction with the pictures. We're going to highlight a couple things in here with the instructions. Like I said before, here's your connections. Most of them come out high, 460 volts. I take the 1, 2, and 3 leads, get them out of the road. Get some of those leads out of your road. I'll push them over here. Okay, going high, you're going to go 4 and 7. We'll do the 4 and 7 connection first. Here's your parts, here's your shrink tubes. Connections. Very important on crimping these crimps is to use the correct tool. This tool, you see how it's formed, captures your crimp. I'm going to crimp one for you to show you how it deforms the crimp and completely collapses it so it captures your strands of your leads real well. Okay, we'll go ahead and make the 4-7 connection. Put it in the crimp tool. Get your strands all together. Give a little slight twist. Put your in here. Crimp it. Slide your shrink tube on. This is going to grab your 7 lead. Get your strands dressed up. Put your crimp in your tool. Crimp it. Sure you look at your crimp. You got to stop in here. Put your leads in there. You actually see the strands of your leads through that slot in there. You see strands in there, you've got a good crimp. You see the crimp right there. Okay, we're going to put your shrink tube. You want to center your shrink tube. Feel in here. They're pretty stiff. They have a gel on them. Get it centered. There's your heat gun. Start in the middle, shrink this down. See it's shrinking down now. The shrink tubes are made long enough that if you don't get it perfectly centered, now you want to work to your right, shrink the shrink tube down. Go to your left, Same thing. Okay, we got to shrink down. Here's the real critical part. You made a good crimp, you shrunk it down, you'll see your gel that's oozed out on both sides of this. Now you have a watertight connection. Go ahead and do another one. So we're going to do 6 and 9. Put your crimp tool. Grab the 9 lead, dress your strands, bottom it out, the bottom of that crimp, put your shrink tube on, grab a hold of your crimp again, grab number 6, dress your strands, crimp it. There goes your crimp. Look in there, you'll see strands. Pull up, good crimp. Center, this is kind of tough because this material is really stiff. Gonna look both ends, you'll also see it. Okay. You can see, I didn't get it quite centered very good, but that's the good thing about the length of these shrink tubes. Still got your gel coming out, so you've got a good watertight connection. Some of the things that I've seen come back that's a concern is not using these crimp tools. I've seen where they've been taking a pair of vice grips, something on that order, and grab and just flatten this, and this is actually what you'll see. See where you don't see it? And what happens is I've taken them and had to cut the shrink tube off, use the shrink tube, and the lead is loose in here, or it's actually pulled out in the process of shrinking it down. So it's really very important to use a correct shrink tube, the crimping tool, and to make sure you get them shrink good. And it's imperative that you get this gel to ooze out, because and these, let me tell you, these are hard to cut off. They're very good shrink tube.